Have you ever wanted more conflict in your game, but you only have these interactions to work with? Okay, same, because I am about to spice up your gameplay with a Scoville scale so insane, you may actually click out. Okay, maybe I'm exaggerating a little bit, but for real.
Viewers' discretion is advised.
Hey y'all, I'm back. It's Sasha. It's gonna be a fun one. This video is mod recommendation for messy gameplay. So your girl has been scouring the internet for months on end because my sister loves messy gameplay. So this one is for you, little sis. I love you so much. Let's go ahead and get into the messy mods. First mods I'm gonna recommend is by me. And this first mod is called the Shush mod. So this mod that I'm showcasing is basically like, have you ever thought of like basically telling your Sims to shut up? Straight up, I'm just gonna be honest. Well, then this mod is for you because I took the interaction from Movie Hangout. You see how they be shushing each other when they're watching a movie? I'm like, I want that. I want to say to Sim shush, but like an interaction. So I created that. All you gotta do is click the Sim, go to the meet interaction under arguments, and just straight up tell them to shush. There's gonna be moodlets, and it's messy. So yeah, the mod's currently in early access on my Patreon for you to see, and go ahead and join so you can go and be part of the early access crew and see the mod for yourself. Speaking of something Sims may not like, the Friendzone mod. Yes, another mod by me that I'm recommending. This mod is perfect for those who need their Sims to cool it in the romance department. Sometimes it goes well between Sims and you will see it, but sometimes it doesn't. And so here is how two Sims who took the friend zoning positively versus negatively. There's also a milestone that comes with the mod. Check out my Patreon. This mod's already out, so you don't have to worry. You could just download it instantly. Now, the next mod I'm going to recommend is the Basemental Drugs and Gangs mod. Both, they're two different mods, but I want to recommend these two. So these mods introduce the usage of, let's just say, medication in the game. Your Sims can smoke, smell something, pop something, drink something that gives them a trip of some sort. And honestly, that may not just be the most impressive part of the mod. The most impressive part of the mod is your Sims can actually sell this stuff. Yeah, and not only they can sell it, they can get arrested for it. Yes, and not only that, you can set up what's illegal. You can set up who sells stuff. You can set up who's the cops in your save. It's like, I love it. I love the amount of control you have with the game. Chef kisses with this mod. And not only that, by the way, though, I do recommend for you to check out, if you're wondering like, how do I set what's legal, I recommend watching my own video. It's basically me telling you the laws of the land. Example, Willow Creek is not legal to smoke plants, but in Windenburg you can smoke plants. And speaking of something, because I love sharing what's, to enhance gameplay, a bonus mod I recommend is Kuto. Okay, y'all, so Kuto has a mod where basically you can have initiative to legalize it. So maybe a Sim my save in Willow Creek wants to legalize plants, and so you have to go to all the Willow Creek citizens and ask them to sign the paper and to help you legalize it and to be part of this initiative with you. It's really cool. I tried to work on it with Henford on Bagley. I'm gonna show you some screenies. It was really hard. So I know you might think, with medication, or I'm trying to say not the most healthiest medication gameplay, that it sounds insane, but there's also a gang mod. Yes, there is. There's a gang like mod, Basemental Gang, and there's like a whole gameplay with it. Now, I'm not gonna lie to you, I haven't played with this game like mod in a minute, but I did feature it in my single ladies let's play, and you could see how that looks there. Even the whole selling aspect my Sim got arrested for, it was honestly such a funny and serious gameplay. But yeah, it's on my channel. You can go ahead and check it out. I'll link it below for you if you want to see it, but I'm sure there's even other tutorials of how to use Basemental Gangs. But it's a pretty cool mod, and I think it's a good mod to explore. I'm gonna probably have to download it again myself just so that I could explore, because I haven't played with this mod in a good year and something. Anyway, the next one I recommend is, you say example, your Sim is talking to a friend, but you don't control the Sim, right? And you're just like, wait, what's going on? Why is this Sim sad? Why is this Sim mad? Why is this Sim feeling away? With the Curious Inquiry mods by Lumpinos, you could straight up go ahead and ask the Sim, what's Tia? You could do that, literally. You could be like, hey, what's going on? Like, why do you feel this way? And then boom, you're gonna have a notification about the whole mood to the whole like business. I mean, I shouldn't be into their business to this extent, to be honest, but like, it's The Sims and I'm messy and nosy, not in real life, but just in the game. So yeah, I love seeing that, and just I don't know, but it's just so funny. And if you're just trying to like maybe soften it, maybe you want to like have an appetizer version of the mod, because this mod actually you can ask for like how many sims, are you married, who you married to, like just kind of like a lot of details on the sims. Maybe you just kind of want to like have like a little appetizer. I recommend this Jane Simpson mod called Ask About Mood. Basically, I recovered this, by the way, on my university mod recommendation video, and you could just straight up ask a sim like, hey, what's your mood, like, ask about mood, and then you're just gonna say like, oh, I think my video it was so unhinged, it was like, I'm energetic because I'm on steroids, which is, by the way, from the basemental mod. Okay, listen, okay, when I had a university let's play, I had everybody on something. Listen, I wanted it to be a fun, unhinged, a little wacky. Now, say example, things are heating up between two sims, and you're like, you know what, F that fight clout, just straight up, you're like, I need it to be a little more violent. This is when the extreme violence mod comes to play for you. Just like that, you can have your gameplay go 0 to 100 real quick. However, if you're into horror type save file for your sim and your gameplay, you can set up violence to be autonomous. Yeah, okay, y'all, unhinged. My little sister did this for her occult save file, and long story short, it was like generational at this point, and like one time her main sim was out and she saw this sim being K-word, and she looks, the murderer was her grandchild, and my sister was shocked. She was like, not the grandchildren acting out and being a whole mess, so you really accidentally could have a really crazy sim in your bloodline. So you could turn all that on, and your save file could just go crazy. Basically, you'll never say your gameplay is boring. So yeah, and just when I said it can never be more boring, there is another crazy mod I want to recommend. So I'm softening it a little bit because there's another crazier mod that I'm going to recommend after this. It's by the same creator, by the way. Life drama mod. So this mod, it's chaotic, and I honestly haven't went that deep into gameplay with the mod. I just personally love the scrap animation. I've had my college sims fight. Every other let's play probably had a moment where they were scrapping, because this animation is just so unserious and unhinged. I love it so much. Another feature I love from the mod is that you can tell their partner is cheating, and it's soap opera material, maybe even more worse, because it's like crazy. It's like chef kisses. Yeah, I love it. It's a good mod. And then the next mod, yeah, y'all, so it's unhinged. It's called the Life Tragedy mod. It's like the extreme violence mod sister. This mod is like, they could do sims napping, let's just say it like that. Breaking the fourth wall, y'all. I know it was a bit intense to edit this one for myself, y'all, but the show must go on, because I want to show you another unhinged mod by the same creator again, Sims Torment mod. This one, basically, it's like setting up your sim, not your sim, but other sims, let's just say, to go outside, because I don't know how to say it. Y'all, it's pretty awful. You're already looking at it. So yeah, y'all, I mean, editing this part of the video is the hardest part, because just it's so unhinged, but y'all can enjoy this. Personally, for me, I feel like Sims Torment goes well with occult gameplay, because you can act like it's your Sims power doing this. I don't know, but yeah, let's go ahead and look at a little bit, let's soften it up a bit with Kiara Sims social interaction, because you know me, I always recommend this mod. It doesn't matter if it's a romance video, if it's any video, honestly, I feel like this is such an important mod. I always make sure to download it for the updates if it breaks or anything. I just think it's such a great mod. Basically, with the messy aspect, it may not be a lot, but to me it's enough. So what you could do is you can actually confess your sim cheated with this mod, and I find that to be quite fascinating. And also you can call the sim a gold digger, you can ask for money, so it just has some parts that are a bit messy that you can create mess in your gameplay thanks to Kiara Sim's social interaction mod. Speaking of another interaction mod, I recommend these two by Awesome World, and they are messy. Okay, so there's a bunch of interactions you could see yourself, and what you could do is you just click on it, and then your sim will say what obviously what the interaction is, but you look at the notification and the sim claps back. Okay. Oh my god, y'all. And then there's moodlets. It's really good, and there's one for like holidays, so there's a holiday version, and then there's obviously like the messy like everyday type of thing. So another mod, okay, this one is I goated. I've been playing with this mod for years at this point. It's the Lumpino relationship and pregnancy mod, and I believe it came out literally the year that I joined the Sims community, which is 2020. So this mod is pretty big though, and I do want to say, like, I know that the more, because I feel like I've watched this mod grow from the beginning, but like I could imagine more recent simmers being intimidated by a mod like this that has 20 modules. All I say is like just give yourself the time, give yourself that grace, because this mod is so worth it. The amount of mess that can be in your gameplay, that like, you know, when your sim cheats, you can give reasons as to why they cheated. You know, the breakup could not be like temporary. Y'all, if you watch my single dad let's play, you saw that like my sim, he lost like all his money that one episode. So it's worth it. Like there's always something new that I'm learning from this mod. It's that detailed. So yeah, I'm really loving this. Then the next mod I recommend is basically, oh yeah, I forgot one more thing I want to say about Lumpinos mod is that there's like the recent messiness that I discovered was the woohoo drive. And now some sims are cheating, they're misbehaving in my save file. I'm like a little bit like, should I turn that off? Because like, yo, they're going crazy. Now, speaking of woohoo though, MC Woohoo is the next recommendation. It's part of the MC Command Center. You may have seen it, or you may have not set it up. So just quickly to see, you just have to press the computer and you can press MC Woohoo, and you could set up your sims to have autonomous woohoo, and your sims can have like no strings attached woohoo, or you could set up autonomous try for a baby. Listen, okay, I love mess. And yeah, so I like this for the messy aspect that your gameplay can have, and I love it. So the next mod that I recommend is a Deep Indigo's Thoughts mod. Yes. Like, look, I'm sure there was times you were playing and you're like, dang, like, I kind of want to be guided. Like, I want to know how my sims think. What are y'all thinking, you know? Anyway, so when it's time for your sim to meet someone for the first time, they can now thanks to the First Impression mod by Lumpino. Yeah, it can get messy, y'all, and sims you think that are pretentious or living in dream world. Basically, your sim could be the one having the negative thought as the first impression, or a sim could have a negative thought about your main sim. So honestly, it's really good. So let's say example that first impression may have been actually so terrible that your sims just need to duke it up, and now you need the Brawl mod by Utopia CC. Okay, y'all. All right, I needed to set something up so that the sims could start fighting again. Okay, but maybe you feel like, okay, Sasha, right, rewind. Why do they need to fight? Like, maybe they need to like go in each other's faces. So I'm gonna recommend the Extreme Squabble mod, because that mod, your sims are gonna go boom, boom, boom right in front of each other's faces before, you know, there is fight interactions also with this mod. But yeah, there's, you know, the more fights, the merrier. Period. Okay, y'all. Okay. So, and maybe, how about this? Maybe your sim is like a scary sim, right? They're just scared. They're not like into fighting. And you're just like, I want my sim to pop her mouth. And so she's going to use social media instead. I recommend the Social Bunny Immersion mod, I believe it was called, by Plumlace. Now, this mod is really going to be where your sim can be able to talk crap online probably. And so you can have it, whatever storyline you want for your sim, you know? So I like this mod. So then the next mod I recommend is me turning the heat up a little bit on some sims, the Celebrity mod by Kiara Sims. This mod is honestly hilarious because it's like having the Shade Room, TMZ. It's like basically having those outlets in your game, and it could just be really messy because your sim can be accused of things. Your sim could be like, no, this is not true. You can sue the blogs over it, and you could either make money or honestly you have to pay for their lawyer fees. It could go one way or the other. Not only that, there's actually sometimes you can get text messages from sims saying, oh my god, that sucked, you got that message, or is it true? Again, mess. I probably don't, you know what, maybe I should have a mess counter in the video. Anyway, y'all, but in all seriousness, I think that this mod is absolutely excellent for that. Like, quick example, my sister was telling me that basically her main sim got shamed for being dazed, and the blogs were speculating that she's on something, which honestly was true because my sister was using base mental mod. But like, shame on the blogs. So yeah, be careful. The blogs are watching with this mod. Just when you think that I'm gonna probably lower the stove heat on y'all, I'm gonna make it even more higher. Yeah, we're gonna put the fire to the highest level. We're turning it up with the more deadly fire mod. This is intensifying the fires in your game, okay, y'all? So don't tell me that, oh my god, Sasha, I didn't know. I don't even use this mod. I'm just telling you it exists because, you know, I like mess and I know where to find the mess. Now, this is a bonus mod that I'm just going to show you because I feel like Sepsid is so funny for this mod. Now, trigger warning, it is called the bully mod, but this mod is meant to just be like chaotic for your gameplay, and I just think it's such a dope mod. There's also another subzid mod, the hitting the purse mod. There's also another subzid mod, the stun gun mod. There's actually quite a bit of some funny like chaotic gameplay mods that subzid has that I just feel like you need to scroll Nella's Patreon and you're just gonna love your game and love the chaoticness that it will bring. So yeah, let's go ahead and just like calm things down. Okay, it's like the end of the yoga session, so we're gonna be looking at some fun messy mods. They're just, you know what, how about this? For this last segment, why don't we just go ahead and end this video for real? Go ahead and check my Tumblr post. You will see these last mods that I was talking about under the bonus section. Thank you so much for watching. My name is Sasha. Tell me your thoughts on the video. Do you already know these mods? What mods are you looking forward to? Or did you ever play with the mods and you're coming back here to tell me the tea in your gameplay? I just want to know everything, y'all. Thank you so much for watching. My name is Sasha. I wish you a lovely day. Take care.